Hello, tribe. I love you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Today, I'm going to come on and talk a little bit about the power of music and how magical that music is. Um, Music is one of the greatest things that we can experience as humans. I can't remember what they call it, it's apparently very rare, but I get chill bumps to music that touches me emotionally all over. I mean, it'll run down the crown of my head, down my spine, down my arms and legs. Music has a very powerful way to tap into your emotions and into your psyche. The main way that I want to show you about uh, the magic of music is the fact that tribal humans all throughout history have all incorporated drumming, dancing, singing, and music within their ritual and ceremonial spiritual practices. So, this is nothing new. This has been happening since the dawn of time. And there's a very expansive nature that your consciousness goes through whenever you're listening to music. The best way that you can actually just use modern music, though, in your magical practices and in your shadow work, which this is going to be one of the most important parts, is using it through shadow work. They say that when you listen to the music of your generation, it makes you feel much more vital and younger, which I can tell is definitely the truth. Because when I hear some songs from when I was growing up, it literally takes you back. And it's wild how music can do that. Some people can hear a song and you immediately remember exactly where you were at when you heard that song for the first time, who you were hanging out with, who you were dating, what you were doing, how much fun you were having. I mean, it will take you back to the point that you can even smell smells that, where you were experiencing during listening to that music, or tasting tastes within your mouth, or, you know, there's just a way that it taps into your memory and into the deepest recesses of your psyche, and allows you to express that energy in a very powerful manner. So here we go. This is how we're going to use music for shadow work, the magic of music and shadow work. So I'm sure that there was times in your life before you became spiritual that you lived a very chaotic life. I'm sure that many of you have dealt with depression, anxiety, things of that nature, and you can actually go back and heal yourself. This is like time travel magic right here. You can go back and heal yourself back whenever you were going through the depression, when you were going through the anxiety strongly. You can actually tap in by listening to that music and performing the shadow work right there, breaking down what it was that that caused you to experience these feelings. What was it about yourself and the people around you that actually caused you to feel this way? So it's a very, very powerful practice. I have playlists that run through the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, teens. But, I go back to all these times in my life whenever I had complete chaos controlling my life. And I was in deep depression, extreme drug addiction. And once I started practicing magic and started walking the spiritual path, I already knew intuitively how powerful music was. But I'm going to give a shout out to Brother Beniti on this video because he actually mentioned it in quite a few of his videos before. But music is magical. It's extremely powerful. Okay, besides shadow work and actually going back and healing yourself with this time travel magic that you perform whenever you're listening to music, is during ceremony or ritual. One of the greatest ways to get yourself into a trance. You see like the the Jews actually like rocking back and forth when they're reading the Torah or when they're at the Wailing Wall. And you see people in ancient tribal civilizations where everybody's dancing and singing, and you got people all playing the drums. Dun, 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 dun. And that right there can get either dance or drumming, both can get you deeply into a trance and can absolutely switch your brain into an alpha state or even further. And this is the time when it's easiest to program the subconscious mind, whenever your brain is moving out of beta, the conscious mind state, and it actually taps into those deeper recesses. I perform a lot of flow arts and play with skill toys, and there's something that happens. I actually call it getting high on spirit, for real. But there's something that happens when I'm spinning poi, and it's like right as soon as I start, I just kind of start to get the feel of it. But literally within like a minute or so, I am completely in a trance. And literally, this is without any drugs. Like I said, I call it getting high on spirit. I go to the club with my friends, be completely sober, and all of us start spinning poi or any sort of flow arts with hoops or staves or gloves. And it literally takes you into an altered state of consciousness to where time really doesn't exist. You don't really pay as much attention to how you overexert yourself and stuff. I'll literally be spinning poi for so long that like I'll have my friends, my tribe members come up to me and be like, "You need to sit down here. Do you need some water?" And I'll be piss poor in sweat and I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." I'll take a sip of the water, drink a little water, and I'm right back at it. And if I was doing anything else, any other sort of exercise or anything, I would totally just be wore the fuck out and not ready to get back into it. But when it comes to being in a flow state, it's a beautiful thing. Very powerful magically. So let's see. Flow arts, I've mentioned. Doing shadow work by taking yourself and listening to music that takes you back to some darker times in your life and really working through your issues. Don't just sit there and listen to it pointlessly. Actually sit there and bring those emotions back up. Heal that part of yourself that you feel is broken. And let's see, drumming to get into a chant or a trance. Also, just dancing in general. Just getting up and skipping and bouncing, walking in circles. We call circumambulation, which is something we perform in ceremonial magic a lot, which is a way to actually channel energy into your circle. So what you do is you circumambulate by walking in a circle over and over. I even do smaller circles with my hands as I'm walking the circle, circumambulating your area. But that right there, just going in a circle, what it is rhythm. This is tapped into music. You're getting into a state of rhythmic trance, pretty much. But music is a very powerful thing. Use it in your practice. Oh, another thing I love to do when I'm working with different deities, gods and goddesses, demons or angels, what I love to do is perform a ceremonial dance for the spirits to help bring that energy in and channel that energy into myself. So that right there really, really helps. I think that's about it. Music is extremely powerful, you guys. Also, I'm gonna bring this up too while I'm at it. The music that you listen to directly affects you. I'm actually going to go ahead and bring up the 432 hertz and 440 hertz issue, where back in the day, they changed the musical scale from 432 hertz, which is a very harmonious tone, into 440 hertz, which is a very destructive, almost like, in my mind, I think of it as like a square wave type tone, something that's rigid and it definitely affects your energy body. And also the type of music that you listen to. If you're listening to music that's bitch this, cunt that, this slut, and her wop. When you're listening to this type of music, you're literally programming your subconscious with that. You're bringing these things in, and when you're listening to music like this, you're 10 times more likely to have these negative aspects showing up in your life. One of the main reasons that I absolutely love EDM is because 99% of it is really beautiful and expressive, and it doesn't bring too many words into it. It's all about the music and the feels and the vibes. So that's why I'm like so heavy into the EDM scene. But I used to, back in the day, I used to listen to like super heavy metal that was extremely dark, extremely depressing. And I actually used to listen to that to delve myself into a depressed state. Basically, I would. It was like I was absolutely addicted to being down and out. So I would listen to things that triggered that. And if you're not doing shadow work and you're not using music to your benefit to actually help heal you and to help you grow, be careful what you listen to. Because best believe your subconscious is being programmed. And you will see expressions of the things that are expressed through the music actually expressing through your being. Music is powerful, you guys. I think that's about it. I'm pretty sure. But add some magic, or add some music to your magic. Add some dance to your spiritual practice. Oh, and also one more thing. You can lost train of thought. Okay, guess it wasn't meant to be. But I guess that'll be it. I love you guys all tremendously. I hope everybody has a beautiful, blessed day. And I'll be back with some more spiritual knowledge for you guys. Peace. I'm back real quick for a second. I just remembered what I was saying. I had to pause it for a second. But using magic and using music during meditation. A lot of people sit in complete dead silence during their meditation practice, and a lot of times they will have a hard time being able to get their mind silenced. And one way that I've found that is very helpful, and I don't do it all the time, but I have many silent meditations or just with binaural beats. Oh, binaural beats are fire. So are isochronic tones. Tap into those. But using it during your meditation gives you something to focus on other than your breath or, you're trying to shut out your thoughts. Music definitely makes it much easier to have that single pointed focus. Okay, that definitely is it. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll be bringing you more videos here soon. Peace.